the tackle when like defenders.
I think it's like.
People, deluded, I'm back again. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. I'm sure you lot have listened to my videos by now. Appreciative for you lot if you haven't gone and checked that out. I've exhausted all of my talking points. I hope you lot haven't as well. Please let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of those good things. Now, I've asked some Arsenal fans and also my guy Dave of Talking Wolves. Make sure you're supporting all the man them who are about to speak, people. All their information is in the description. As I kind of ruined the surprise, I've asked other people for their opinions on the three-goal thriller between Arsenal and Wolves and the talking points and all of that good stuff. As I said, I've exhausted my comments. I hope that you lot are able to take in theirs. Follow the man them if you like what they have to say on their platforms, and big up to all of them for giving me their post-match reaction thoughts as well. Let's get into it. Peace. I'm out.
Yes, guys, this is Dave from Talking Wolves. Just giving you my quick thoughts after today's game between Arsenal and Wolves, finishing 2-1 to Arsenal. I think a fully deserved win for the Gunners in the end, really. Although they made life difficult for themselves, especially towards the end of the game. But I was fairly disappointed with the Wolves' performance. But saying that, we did have a lot of key players out injured for us. And I think all Wolves fans going into this game were sort of pessimistic, knowing that Arsenal should really get the 3 points, especially with you guys being on such strong form at the moment. You know, we saw our starting lineup, two midfielders together, Tommy Doyle and Boubacar Traore, who haven't played together before. Hugo Bueno at left wing back, who hasn't had a huge amount of game time as well, because we've had a lot of injuries and suspensions. But really, we couldn't have got off to a much worse start. I thought the way Arsenal started the game out the blocks really quickly, and made life very difficult for Wolves. Saka, who's just a top player, you know, with fantastic skill, getting himself out of a tricky situation with two defenders round him. Gets that little bit of fortune, the way it bounces back off Craig Dawson, but then puts it into the back of the net. But I think the second goal tops that. The way Arsenal moved the ball there and then cuts it back to Zinchenko to Ødegaard, and put it into the back of the net. And I thought at that point, and a lot of Wolves fans on social media all thought that this is going to be a cricket score here and almost a repeat of the game last season at the Emirates as well. But we settled down then, really, to be honest. And I think Arsenal and probably Arteta will be disappointed with how the remainder of the game went. Of course, you've got 3 points, so you won't be too angry and upset. But there will be certain games that if Arsenal do take their foot off the gas again like that, it could cost them. And if Arsenal are genuine about a title race, they do have to be cautious about second half performances like that, I suppose. From a Wolves point of view, though, really disappointing first half. Obviously, Jose Sarr then coming off injured, and Daniel Bentley, our substitute goalkeeper, coming on, who obviously ultimately kept a clean sheet. And he made a couple of smart stops. But second half, we looked much better. I would be intrigued to see, you know, if we had a full strength team, or even, you know, likes of Pedro Neto, if he was fit for this game, if we would have approached it any different, or whether we would have caused Arsenal many more issues. But like I said earlier, because you guys took your foot off the gas, I think it allowed Wolves to grow into that game a little bit more. And Cunha, who's starting to find the score sheet a little bit more now, which is good. Wolves have now scored in 13 consecutive Premier League games, which is a fantastic achievement for us, really. I think we only achieved that maybe in the first or second season under Nuno. We've never gone on a longer scoring streak than this. So really bright for us, obviously, at the moment, after struggling to score over the last few years. But the last 10 minutes or so, we really put that pressure on Arsenal. And like I said earlier, I think Arsenal fans would have been very nervous at the Emirates about that. But ultimately, you know, I think Arsenal deserved the 3 points. Like I said, should have put the game to bed by half time. But Wolves fans, considering the circumstances, considering how our lineup was, we would, you know, I think the 2-1 probably does flatter us very slightly. But 3 points for Arsenal ultimately at the end of the day. But I was still impressed and satisfied with the way Wolves conducted themselves at times in that second half, and that we were able to compete against a team ultimately at the top of the league. So Arteta, look, he's got you guys playing some fantastic football. I think you're going to be up there, and wins like this are huge for Arsenal. If you can continue grinding out these results, I think definitely we could have a very interesting title race on again throughout the rest of 2024. So thanks for having me on the channel, guys. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Obviously, apart from when you come to Molineux, I'll catch you all very soon.
Yo, I'm Cav from the Red Pitch Podcast. Before I continue, I'd like to salute DG, Deluded, Gooner. Yo, doing massive things out here. Everyone go and subscribe to DG. Great content. Appreciate the support, my bro. Listen, I respect it, man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity as well. So just like to say respect to you, my bro. Listen, another game, another win, another 3 points. Still top of the league. Arsenal FC. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. I thought to myself, do you know what? Wolves are a tricky team. They are a tricky team. We seem to do well against them at home, but you know, we know they've beaten City. We know they've beaten Spurs. We know what Wolves can do. You know, with Hwang, we know they got Cunha up there. You know, Kilman, who I rate is a very good player. They were missing Lamina today. Listen, but all I can say is that first half, Arsenal dominated. We dominated play, dominated possession, knocked the ball around so well. Went 1-0 up. That man, Bukayo Saka. Saka is just on another level right now. He can't seem to stop scoring. If he's not scoring, he's assisting. He's doing one or the other. He's one of our danger men in this team. Probably the best right-sided player in the Premier League right now. One of the best in the world currently on current form. I know a lot of fans and a lot of supporters have been saying, listen, Saka's not really done that much this season and all that, but look at the numbers, you know? Look at the numbers, look at the stats. In Europe, goal contributions, he's top of the list right now. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Saka, bang, 1-0, beautiful movement into the box. And, you know, we were playing well. We were just so comfortable. Wolves could hardly get the ball in that first half, knocking it around well. And then the second goal, what can I say? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Martin Odegaard, he loves that finish. Ball was played over the top by Saka to Zinchenko. Played a nice 1-2 with Gabriel Jesus. Zinchenko knocks it back. Martin Odegaard, that famous bottom right-hand corner, keeper's left. Beautiful finish, as he always does. Now, in that first half, like I said, we were comfortable. The only thing that kind of worried me in that first half, Zinchenko, his positioning, he got caught out of position certain times. You know, he'd come forward into the midfield and he gave the ball away, some very clumsy passes. And, you know, and Wolves could see that. You could see every time they were attacking on that right-hand side because they know Zinchenko, they recognized him as the weak link, you know, and I agree. I don't think I prefer Tomiyasu when he plays on that left side. I just feel defensively he just does so much more than Zinchenko. So went into halftime, 2-0 up, comfortable. Wolves came out, not gonna lie, they came out, you know, kind of on top, playing a bit better than the first half. Didn't really seem to be giving us too much problems. Cunha had a nice little shot with his left foot when he turned Rice in the box. Well saved by David Raya. Another decent game again by Raya. But then, you know, for Wolves' goal, that man against Zinchenko. I mean, I don't want to put everything on Zinchenko, but I just feel certain times he lapses a bit of concentration. You know, he got the ball. It's like he tried to kick it out, but obviously Wolves took full advantage by grabbing the ball. And then Cunha, a beautiful left-footed shot into the corner. There's nothing that Raya could do about it. But, you know, in the last, say, 5 minutes, Wolves fighting for that goal, trying to get an equaliser. And it kind of reminded me of that Fulham game where we drew 2-2. And I thought, is this going to be deja vu all over again? But we held that well. And listen, if we're going to challenge for the title, we're going to win leagues. These are the games that we have to win. Obviously, Trossard started today instead of Havertz. We got a game and quick turnaround Tuesday away to Luton, which is going to be a really tough game. I feel that's going to be a tougher game than today. But who says we can't go there and win? We can't pick up the 3 points. Listen, the way we're playing right now, we know our way form is decent anyway. I feel we can go to Luton and get another win. We can continue this, man. One game at a time. Let's win that title. Let's push. Let's go for it. Let's go for everything. You know, but again, once again, shout out to DG. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, man, let's keep going, Arsenal.
Yes, people, what's going on? Arsenal collect another 3 points. Slight shame that towards the end there we conceded in the 86th minute to a Gooner goal. Did want the clean sheet. But listen, we came flying out the traps. And that's what I like to see. Very positive, very on the front foot. Got the 2 goals quickly, settled the nerves. I really thought, you know, Saka did well to take his goal. Finish was well taken. And Odegaard's goal. Fluid play. The scintillating one-touch football between him, I think it was Nelly, Jesus, the interchange and the movement, the first-time shot, vintage Arsenal. And it's good to see Odegaard getting back to his best again. 2 in 2. And listen, it's no coincidence that we're seeing him get back to his best after A, a bit of rest, and B, Gabriel Jesus being back in that team. Now listen, Gabriel missed some gilt-edged chances. Could have got himself on the team sheet today. But he was involved in the build-up for both goals. And that's what he brings to that front line. You know, he connects everything. And did everything but score today. And I think he is returning from injury. He's going to need a bit of time. And we will see him getting on the score sheet more in the Premier League. Obviously, he got on the score sheet the other day against Lens as well. So, yeah, great performances all round. Martinelli, tireless on the wing. I thought Tomiyasu again was excellent today. And listen, if he keeps playing like this, whether it's Ben White or Zinchenko, he's keeping someone out of that back line. He's been superb since he's been back from injury. Yeah, you know, I think Rice, you know, what more is there to say about him? Another game, another great performance, controlling that midfield, shielding his defence, helping us get on the front foot a lot. Amazing. And yeah, I think very pleased with the performance. Top of the league by 4 points now. Laid down the marker for City and Liverpool. And listen, they call us the elephant on top of the tree, but, you know, we're not the same team of last season. Mentally, we're stronger. And our attacking play now, I think, is getting back to its best. We're starting to create chances more at will again. So I think we'll see the goals coming back. And defensively, we're a lot tougher to break down. So catch us if you can. That's all I'm going to say. Great performance from the boys. We move. Luton next. Listen, just got to keep this going. One game at a time. Up the gun.
Oh, man, the relief. Listen, I don't know about you lot, but I was there with my legs up, my feet up, all of that, chilling. I thought we got in the bag, we're relaxing, and then Zinchenko decided to do that stupidness. There was no reason for that game to be like that. We didn't need to be stressed about it. Zinni calls that. Eddie should have buried his chance. People are telling me, oh, it happens, but no. I'm a bit disappointed with that. What else do we have? We had Martinelli as well, hit the post. It's one of them games we should have been 4-0 up at half time, easy. So I'm a bit frustrated with that. I know people say we won the game, and yeah, 3 points is what matters. But these are the games where I want us to put teams to the sword. We do it in the Champions League. I just wanted to take it into this game, and you thought after 2-0, that's what we're going to do. But yeah, a bit of a disappointment with that. Arteta will be frustrated. You know, we could have kept the clean sheet easy. I feel sorry for Raya as well, who I thought was all right all game. Didn't really put a foot wrong. Saliba and Gabriel again were immense. Gabriel was very good. Tomiyasu, we just, fingers crossed it's not a bad injury. Fingers crossed it's not bad. And White come and replaced him. I thought again, Declan Rice was absolutely phenomenal. The guy is unbelievable. I'm not going to name the person or the people, but there were people who signed him, or I don't want Rice. Well, we got him, and look what we're getting. The guy's absolutely amazing. He makes me feel comfortable in certain games. In a little triangle, we have Saliba, Rice, Gabriel. It helps us see, get through these type of games and see them out. But yeah, just 3 points, we move. We got Luton next. I'm trying to think of any other good performances. Really, other than that, it was one of them games. Odegaard played well, I would say. Saka, the star boy. People saying, hasn't had the best season, but there we go, another goal. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. As I said, defensively we're all right. Conceded a goal. Good finish by Cunha, I give him that. And at the end of the day, I think we've got to give Wolves the respect they deserve, because I think Wolves are a decent side, and don't forget Wolves beat City. Should have drawn against United at least. Beat Tottenham, so they've done well. They've had an alright season, and we've got to look. I think we've got to look at it on another side as well, where we've beaten a team that's caused other teams big problems, and again we just tick it off, and hopefully we can just build on this run, take ourselves to, I think it's 23rd of December against Liverpool, and let's see what we can do, man, because I'm one of the few, I'm saying I feel like we can win it. I feel a bit nervy saying it, but I feel a bit more confident, because I feel like having that guy in midfield, don't need to say his name because we know what he does, really makes us a lot more solid. We should just hope we don't get any injuries, because we've been unlucky with injuries, I will say that. But we just need to make sure people stay fit. January transfer window, maybe go in and get a central midfielder, links with Moscardo and stuff like that, and maybe that's what we're going to do. Maybe we're going to go and get a central midfielder, and then maybe the summer would be the time for a superstar striker. If that's the case, we need players like Eddie, we need Jesus to have all his shooting boots on, or both of his shooting boots on, and just be clinical in front of goal. That's all I ask for, really. It's just, these are games you just put out of sight. Like, you don't want to be, I'm sitting there comfortable, and then next thing I see Cunha score, and I'm sweating. Like, if you lot saw my back, that's why I put on this hoodie in the first place. Like, if you lot saw my back, you'll crack up. But listen, it is what it is. We move. We've got the 3 points. We've got to Luton next on Tuesday. I want to see rotation of the squad as well. I think Havertz will start. I don't think Trossard had the best game, but it's going to happen at this time of the season. But listen, we move. The Gunners. The league is ours, yeah? I'm saying it. I'm going to come back to this in May. Listen, peace.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Sandro. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. First of all, I've got to say, good performance from the boys today, man. I feel like overall it was a well-controlled, well-thought-out performance. I feel like Arteta set us up to actually obliterate Wolves today, if I be honest with you. And I feel like, if I be honest with you, the boys kind of let him down towards the end. I want to say stand-up performance from Odegaard. I was saying in my video before that Odegaard, for me, has to start picking it up. But I feel like with time, with match fitness, match sharpness, the guy's going to thrive, and we don't have to worry about none of that. But it was a very, very good performance from the boy. Saka doing the goal and assist thing. He's amazing, man. I can't lie. That boy works his socks off, and the things that he does, there ain't a friend in the world, if I be honest with you, that can actually maintain 1v1 against Saka. I'll be so honest with you. Trossard today in the midfield, I wasn't too best pleased by it. Like, I want to see him there. This is something I want to see. But I feel like today, and even the prior game before when he played in centre mid, he didn't look the best defensively, which, to be fair, we understand that's not his game. But on the attacking front, it wasn't also that much to be excited about. Otherwise, Declan Rice, phenomenal as always. 2 centre-backs, phenomenal as always. Tomiyasu before he came off, phenomenal. Where did I begin on Zinchenko now? But you see Zinchenko, yeah, I actually like him as a footballer. I appreciate he's good. He's a very good technician and whatnot. But I feel like he often lets us down with these little silly lapses of concentration, loses the ball in key areas, and literally, like, he caused the goal today. Last week when we played, I've forgotten who it was now. But in the last game anyway, yeah, Brentford, that's it, Brentford. He's lost the ball and then cleared it off the line. And it's like people forgot that he lost the ball that put us in that position for us to even having to be scrambling it off the line. Do you get what I mean? And I see this as a repeated theme. I can't wait for Timber to come back, because I feel like this is what Arteta's actually bought Timber for, to fulfill that placement in the squad. Do you get what I mean? But otherwise, overall, great performance from the boys. I just wish that we could manage the game a lot better in the final 5, 10, 15 minutes, because it looked kind of shaky. Once Wolves got their goal, they looked like they could have pulled off something. But I'm always confident in us, in the sense of, I know we don't really get breaking down as much. As always lapses of concentration, dumb goals, giving teams goals. But yeah, I feel like Raya was great today as well. Had to bring him up for that catch at the end of the game where literally just killed the rest of the game, man. And I think that really helped us in our way of managing the game. But overall, decent performance from the boys. I think for the next game, we've got to keep the momentum, keep playing what we're playing, because we're playing some fantastic football right now. Starting great, starting fast. Teams actually can't really manage us, so I feel like we've got to keep that momentum going. Big up Mikel Arteta for the performance for today as well, because I feel like he set us up to absolutely murder Wolves. And it's not that Wolves are even a bad team, because I really rate Gary O'Neill. I feel like Gary O'Neill is a top manager. Not obviously, but but I feel like he's got the potential to actually do some bits with Wolves, if I'll be honest with you. So yeah, it was a good performance from the boys, and good tactics from Mikel. Otherwise, yeah, man, I just hope we can keep the momentum, man, because if I'm honest with you, it's a bit underwhelming if we then, you know, drop off. We're top of the league at a minute, and everyone below us is yet to play. I think City and Tottenham play tomorrow, Chelsea play tomorrow. They're not around us, obviously, but you know, there's teams that are in and around us that aren't really in the best of form right now. So if we can continue maintain like we did last year and stay top of the league, just focus on us winning our games, yeah, it should be a good season, man. But otherwise, big up DG for getting me on again. You know the vibes already. I'm out. Sandro, love.